Have you ever wondered why some people's words have such a significant influence? Why can they grab each other's attention and always resonate in conversations? And when some people speak, we are absent-minded and can't hear a word. There are ways to grab the audience's attention. Today, we will share with you how to use hypnotic psychology to enhance your influence, so that you can effectively convey information to the other person's mind when you are chatting. Everyone has a filter, and only thoughts that share their beliefs can pass through this filter, and other thoughts will be blocked by their filter. For example, when a person only believes that hard work can be rich, he will not believe that easy work can also be rich. When there is an easy and lucrative job opportunity, he will not hesitate to turn it down, because it goes against his beliefs. If a person has the idea of disliking money, he will keep spending hard-earned money in various ways, because he thinks that money is not a good thing. As a result, clever psychologists have developed various ways to pass through this filter, allowing ideas to enter the subconscious mind of listeners and change their beliefs, which is called hypnotic psychology. Next, I will share with you the 3 most direct and effective hypnosis methods. First, synchronization. Everyone is narcissistic, they care about themselves the most, and they like to be around people close to them. The first and easiest way to grab your audience's attention is to imitate them. Make them feel very similar to you, like a friend who has known you for many years. You can talk to them in the way they are most familiar, in the sentences they use, in the words they use. If they often tell you, "That's awesome," after that, in your conversation with them, you can use the adjective awesome whenever you encounter something that you think is great. Also, you can imitate the way they speak, gestures, expressions, or even any detail you can observe. Doing so will give them the feeling of looking in a mirror. By deliberately imitating each other, the distance between two people is narrowed. Second, pay attention to the rhythm of speaking. When we listen to fast-paced music, our emotions go up. When you listen to slow-paced light music, we will relax. It's the same principle when we listen to other people. When people are immersed in our conversations, the tone of what we say change with what we say. For example, when we tell a tense memory, we will unconsciously raise our tone and speed up our speech, and our audience will get nervous along with it, just like listening to fast-paced music. But when we slow down our speech and lower our tone, the other person will relax along with it. That is, we can manipulate the emotions of our listeners through the speed and intonation of our speech. At the same time, the subconscious mind of the brain pays special attention to these places where the tone shifts. Therefore, every time you change your tone, it strengthens the audience's attention and makes it easier to remember what you said. Have you had any particularly impressive speeches? How do great speakers make you remember their concepts and ideas after all these years? Third, tell a good story. Everyone loves to hear stories, and when we start to tell a story, the audience always wants to know how the story ends. Storytelling is the best way to grab the attention of your audience and the best way to spread an idea, because the information conveyed by the story can affect people's emotions. Everyone has a few catchy stories. For example, in the story of the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise won the hare in the end. No matter how illogical the story is, we learned as children that we can beat those who are better than us if we work harder than others. And the shepherd's boy and the wolf, because he lied, and all the sheep were eaten. This story reminds us that lying has serious consequences. Stories are one of the most effective tools for spreading ideas. When you're chatting with other people, tell more stories. Don't forget to include your values, opinions, or insights in your story at the end. This will make your audience understand your thoughts better, and deepen their understanding of you. They will also think that you are a very assertive and knowledgeable person. After listening to these methods, have you noticed that people around you are using these hypnosis methods? Because hypnosis is not mysterious, if we learn and master the basic elements of communication, we can also use hypnotic psychology to improve communication skills, influence other people's thinking, and change a person's destiny. Here is Monoponey. Welcome to like, comment and subscribe. See you next episode.